I know what it's like to not feel ready for something. Even ogres get scared. You know, once in a while.
I know you want me to be king, but I can't. I'm not cut out for it, and I never will be, all right?
I don't care how many times you failed before. I don't care if you're tired, broken, or lost. All that matters is what you decide to do from this moment forward. Because every second is a choice to stay the same or take a step towards becoming the man you're destined to be. That man is waiting on the other side of the effort you're afraid to make. It's on the other side of discipline you haven't mastered yet, but you know that man is you. You have the ability to become someone who knows no bounds, who doesn't accept defeat, and who doesn't need validation from anyone because you've built your greatness from the ground up.
You know, it may be hard to believe, what with my obvious charm and good looks, but people used to think I was a monster. And for a long time, I believed them. But after a while, you learn to ignore the names that people call you, and you just trust who you are.
Listen, no one remembers the half-hearted. No one tells stories about those who settled. History only remembers those who stood up when nobody else would. To those who had the courage to be different. To those who had the ferocity to go further when everyone else had given up. And that's what I want from you. Become the exception. Prove that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you get back up stronger. No matter how high the obstacle, you overcome it. No matter how much pressure you face, you endure it, and you keep going.
Like I'm floating outside of my body, looking down at myself. And I hate when I see how I'm acting, the way I sound. And I don't know how to change it. And I'm so scared that that feeling is never gonna go away.
Today is the day you stop talking and start doing. Today is the day you prove that you're not just willing to change, but you're willing to pay the price for that change. So get up, move your feet, do something, because you're not waiting for the perfect moment. You're creating the perfect moment.
And I lied. Mike, I'll never know how you feel. But you're not the only failure here. I act scary, Mike. But most of the time, I'm terrified.
There will be days when everything feels like a burden, when you want to give up, when everything seems harder than you expected. That's when you have to grit your teeth and keep going. Stop getting lost in the urgent, in what won't change anything. The urgent isn't the important. You have 24 hours in a day, just like everyone else. Don't complain about not having time. The difference isn't the time, it's what you do with it. If you get lost in distractions, if you can't say no to what doesn't matter, you'll fall behind.
So, what happens next?
We come back tomorrow night and do it all again. What's wrong, Teach?
It's just, I've been waiting on this day for my entire life. I thought I'd feel different.
If you don't confront what makes you uncomfortable, if you always put important things off, you'll never progress. Prioritizing isn't easy. It will hurt. You'll have to say no to things that give you instant gratification, and that will suck. But if you can master this, if you can start each day with focus and stop multitasking, you'll be unstoppable. This is your battlefield, and the only enemy you have is yourself. Listen carefully. It doesn't matter how many times you lose. It doesn't matter what others say.
I heard this story about a fish. He swims up to this older fish and says, "I'm trying to find this thing they call the ocean." "The ocean," says the older fish. "That's what you're in right now." "This," says the young fish, "this is water. What I want is the ocean."
People will tell you it's not worth it, that you're wasting your time, that you're fighting for something that doesn't make sense. But listen to this. Those same people gave up a long time ago. They let life defeat them. They let setbacks knock them down. Worse yet, they let the fear of trying define them. They chose the easy path and now justify their mediocrity by projecting it onto you, but you're not like them.
You're not bad, Sam. You're the opposite of bad. Like some kind of pure goodness I didn't think was possible for a human. Your first instinct is to share, like the tasty meat bread, or to help, even if helping might stop you from getting what you want the most. And what's crazier is what you want the most isn't even for you.
Let me tell you something. When you dare to go beyond what others consider achievable, you become a different person. When you choose to face pain instead of running from it, something inside you changes forever. I've learned that the darkest moments aren't a punishment, they're a privilege. They're the tests that separate those who merely exist from those who truly live. I've walked through fire, and I wouldn't change a single moment of it. Because fire burns away weakness, destroys masks, and forces you to confront the truth of who you really are.
Would you say that you love your dogs more than you love human beings?
Absolutely. The more I got to know humans, the more I love dogs.
What qualities do they possess that humans don't have?
Dogs have beauty without vanity, force without insolence, bravery without ferocity, and all the virtues humans have without any of the vices. As far as I can tell, they only have one flaw.
Which is?
They trust humans.
Let me tell you something. The easy path never created legends. Comfort never forged warriors. An easy street will never make you indestructible. The only thing that matters is that you don't give up. The only way to truly lose is to abandon the battlefield. As long as you keep fighting, you're still winning. Don't give up.
You're attractive. You're sexy.
What?
Oh, what? Is that supposed to be sexist or something?
No, it's not sexist. It's just ridiculous.
Listen. If I could just give you one gift, all right? One gift for the rest of your life. Do you know what I'd give you? Confidence.